Yo, what's good? It's your host of the dznpodcast, Dre. First of all, Merry Christmas to everyone in the world and the section, or Happy Holidays if you don't even celebrate Christmas. Today, I am solo. This is going to be a short little podcast, and we're doing just a little bit of a year and wrap up type stuff here. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So, but first, enjoy the music by Flying Lotus. Flotus. Yo, what's good? We're back in here. And just to let y'all know, if y'all ain't know already, 21 Savage new album, I'm Greater Than I Was, is fire. Especially a lot with J. Cole. That track is fire. But it is a lot of music coming out nowadays though. And it's a good and a bad to it. It's good because you got a variety of people putting out music, but it's bad because it's diluting some of the content. And it's so much to look towards that you can't listen to what you really want to listen to. So it's just a thing that you gotta you gotta just pick and choose who you want to listen to now instead of go to listen to everybody because it's not possible. It's too much music. And then you got mediocre artists putting out music, but then again, you can get founded off just one song. But it's like some people don't know how to create more than one song, and that's how they get to be a one hit wonder, and that's how they get to sit out the game like Designer. Yeah, but he hasn't put out nothing. He's put out songs other than Panda. It's just nobody ever listens to or cares about it because it's not as good, and he sounds too much like Future. So it's just a lot. There's a lot going on in the music industry. It's weird, but it's a good and a bad, I guess. But yeah, once again, it's the holidays. How y'all feel about these holidays, man? You know what? I have a different opinion about the holidays because I feel like as we get older, we don't care about holidays as much unless you're a big Christmas junkie or person or you were born this time of year. Then that's a little different. But I feel as we get older, we don't really care about holidays as much because we have other stuff to do. Like I gotta worry about working and trying to get money. I'm not the biggest. I just don't feel the same about Christmas anymore because I'm not a kid and that doesn't have as much value to me as it once did. Like I know Santa Claus isn't real. I wasn't. All I cared about was presents, really, because I didn't know the meaning of Christmas. But I guess now, since I know the meaning and Santa Claus isn't real, it just doesn't really give me much excitement as it once did. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I don't know, man. I wish I could be excited about Christmas as I once was, but I'm just not. It just seems like every year my excitement for holidays just goes down because I got other stuff to worry about. Does anybody else feel this way? That's just how I feel about it. And in college, my new place at peace is so far so good. I like it. It's giving me opportunities, but it's because I'm getting more involved. I notice if you get more involved in something, you will enjoy it more. And if you're not clouded by your own judgment and stuck in your own environment in your mind, then you'll be able to engage and do more with the opportunities you have at the places you go to. Because in high school, I was just going to class and going home, not really going into clubs or any other type of activities outside of basketball. And I never got on the team because I was trash. I suck. I'm not gonna lie, I suck. But I noticed is as I started getting more involved in other stuff, meeting new people, doing new things, that it's making where I'm at a more enjoyable experience. Now, I'm not saying everybody has to go to college. I'm not saying that because as I've said many times before, it's many more successful people that haven't went to college because the college system hasn't really caught up to the times of technology. It's advancing so fast that they can't financially keep up with every year new textbooks, new equipment, new technologies. So you have to do your own learning outside of school in order to get that intelligence you're seeking or you want. So we have to do more than just vote. And I think what we need to do is just focus on what's going on in each of our own households and figure out who we are as people. And that's how we have a better understanding of what's going on in the world. Because worrying about other people just makes you feel miserable. And if you know too much information, you're going to be miserable. But always be knowledgeable of information that's put to you because that's where you'll be able to survive and understand things even more. And once again, Newtown by my homie Travis, aka Bear Stokes, is a series in development, coming soon, casting starting soon, scenes starting soon. So if you want more information about that, hit him up at Feature Special Agent on Instagram. I believe it's the same thing on Twitter and Facebook. I'll have to go back to you on that. But definitely hit him up on Instagram, Feature Special Agent, if you want more information about the show Newtown. Back to the show. I feel like people only care about money. Then again, if you look at it, that's all there is to worry about, right? Maybe. Depends on who you are. But also, it's more to the world and to life than money. Even though money is used to buy and get things that you want and need. But it's more to life than money. There's family, there's friends, there's experiences, and there's a bunch of other things that are cherishable in life than just money. But the thing is, money does rule the world. Cash does rule everything around me and rules everything around you. And just to think that people really try to act like money is everything when it's not. It's just used to buy and get more things. But also people sometimes look at the others who have money and say this is who they are or how good they are because of how much money they have. You can have 100 million and still act and think like you have $12. Would you rather be broke and happy or rich and miserable? I know y'all heard that a bunch of times before, but really, just think about your life and ask yourself, if somebody today will give you $100 million and you're depressed and sad all the time, you would take it. But that still doesn't shape away the depression and sadness that you have because you have a lot of more money. You'll have a short little dopamine raise and you'll be a little bit happy for a small period of time. But you still have those past things that cause your depression that will still be there even though you have that $100 million. I say that to say this. Be happy. That's easier said than done, I get it. But a lot of things can be worse in life. You could be homeless. You could not have a foot. You could not have an arm. You could lose your mom and your dad. There's a lot of things that could be worse than the problems that are probably going on in everybody's life. So think positive and be happy. Smile. It's ironic for me to say because I don't really do it that much. But as I gotten older, I'm starting to do it more because I'm in a better place in the mental aspect. And I realize I'm starting to get that freedom back again that I had once I was a kid. Because I'm doing what I want to do now. And I know what I want to do. I guess that's the message to that. Do what you love to do, not what you want and have to do. Well, if you have to do it, then do it. Because sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. I get it. But after you do what you gotta do what you love to do, and profit off of it. Because that's what's gonna make you the most happiest in your life. I guarantee it. It's way harder to talk when you have nasal problems. You gotta take breaks in between talking because you have to clear your nostrils. It sucks sometimes, but I deal with it. But life really is a marathon, not a sprint. Cause there's a lot of things in life that people want quick and fast, but it never lasts. And once it doesn't last, you gotta throw it in trash and get something else and put it back. People always want things quick now, it seems, right? People want the money quick, they want the fame quick, they want the status quick. But what comes quick is never attainable because the work isn't put in to get what you really want and desire. So if you want to get all this money, cash, and worth fast, then what you gonna do to keep it if you don't know how to get the work in to get it? If you put the work in to get it, then you're gonna put the work in to keep it when you get it. Life's a marathon, not a sprint. In sports and life are really closely related. It's really amazing when you think about it. Because if you look at somebody on a basketball court that's fun and active, they're gonna be doing a lot on the basketball court. But if you look at somebody that's serious and kind of mean, they'll be more quiet possibly and ferocity when they playing sports. It's really weird. But I got this new thing I'm doing that I'm trying to work out every day just to see if I can do it. Because I said it before, I sucked at basketball when I was little. I got better now. I'm just trying to practice every day and see how good I can get. And realize if I had the knowledge and tools when I was younger, could I have been as good as I thought I could be? So that's my message to everybody. That's my message to everybody out there. Try what you think you can do. Try what you that's my message. That's my message to everybody out there. Try what you think you can't do. Make yourself a schedule, make yourself a goal, make yourself a dream, a status quo, whatever. Just try something, be committed, and do it just to see if you can do it. And when you do it, you realize you can do way more than you thought you could, because that's how powerful your mind is. And that's it. That's a short little episode of the DZN podcast. As always, follow us on Instagram, d.z.n.podcast, Twitter, DZN Podcast, YouTube, DZN Podcast Network, Tumblr, DZN Podcast, and Facebook, DZN Podcast. Subscribe on Spotify, iTunes, Stitcher. We might be back on SoundCloud. I got to see if I feel like paying for that. But other than that, y'all have a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy New Year. If we don't come back with another episode, we should be. And peace out. Dre from the DZN Podcast. We out. I said we. I. What am I talking about?